Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to be walking you through the SBA Disaster Loan Application. Before I get started, I just want to say that this video is for informational purposes only. It's not intended to provide professional legal, tax, accounting, or any other kind of professional advice. It's for informational purposes only. Okay, if you have any questions about how to fill out this application, yes, ask me in the comments below. But remember, this is nothing I say is professional advice. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is go to sba.gov/disaster. When you do that, it'll redirect you to this longer URL that basically takes you to the same place. And then you're going to click this, right? Apply for an economic injury disaster loan. Click here. It's loading. All right, let me get rid of me. And then this is also the application for the $10,000 emergency grant, the advance. To get started here, you got to pick what kind of business you are. Now, the vast majority of you will be either this one or this one. Okay. These are different weird ones, and I'm not going to talk about those. But basically, if your business is a C Corp, an S Corp, or a partnership, you'll select the top one. So my business is an S Corp, right? I do not have more than 500 employees, not even close. So this is going to be me. But if you are a sole proprietor, independent contractor, you report your income on your Schedule C attached to your 1040, you'd select this one here. But I'm an S Corp, so I'm going to select this top one. All right, then you got to review. And again, these are kind of weird ones, right? Tribal small business concern, agriculture cooperative, these are just kind of weird kind of things, and it might be you, but for the vast majority of businesses, it's not. So then you got to review and check all these. These questions are not scary, okay? They're very basic, right? You're just confirming and stating that you're not doing anything illegal with your business, that you're not behind on child support, right? So that you're not a farm, that you don't do sex stuff in your business, nasty, that your business is not in the gambling business, that you're not in the lobbying business, like, in politics, and that you're not a government entity, like a city or something, and that you're not a member of Congress. All right, so pretty easy, right? This is your business legal name. Okay, so if your business was set up at the as an LLC or something, you'd put that. So mine is Alec Media LLC. Trade name, this will likely be the same as your business legal name unless you have a DBA, right? So if you have a DBA doing business as, you put the DBA here, but if not, we'll just put the same as your legal name. So EIN, SSN for sole proprietorship. So because I selected I'm a business on the previous page, it's going to want an EIN. Obviously, this is not my business, it's real EIN. But if you selected you're a sole proprietor on the previous page, you'll put your social there. Organization type, if you're a sole proprietor, you'd put that, right? You report everything on Schedule C. If you have a single member LLC, you could possibly put this as well. But if you have a business that files its own federal tax return, C Corp, S Corp, or partnership, you'd select the appropriate one. I'm an S Corp, so I'm going to select S Corp. Are you nonprofit? Nope. Are you a franchise? Nope. Gross revenues for the 12 months prior to the date of the disaster. Okay, so these are your gross revenues for February 1st, 2019 through January 30th, 2020. So you can't just pull this from your last year's tax return, your 2019 tax return, because that's for January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. So you got to open up your QuickBooks or talk to your bookkeeper, your accountant, and say, hey, I need to get my profit and loss statement for February 1st, 2019 through January 31st, 2020. Okay, and you got to put, this is asking for the gross revenues. That's the top line, all right, before all your expenses. So, if you're a restaurant, this is your gross sales that you sold in your restaurant. You're not deducting your payroll. You're not deducting all that, your inventory for this line. So I'm just going to say, $500,000. Cost of goods sold. So this is on your tax return as well. If you sell physical goods, right, and you have inventory, then you're going to put something here. But if you're a service business, you're a lawyer, you're a barber, you're an accountant. You don't have cost of goods sold. If you're confused about this, look at your tax return or ask whoever prepared your tax return, and they'll be able to tell you. So these two here are the only ones that are required, and frankly, these are the only ones applicable to the vast majority of businesses. These ones down here are for specific businesses, right? So if you're a rental property business, nonprofit, faith-based entity. Now, this is compensation from other sources received as a result of the disaster. So did you receive any other money related to the crisis right now? If you did, put that amount there and then describe what it is here. This is a very broad question, okay? But vast majority of businesses have not, likely, so I'm going to leave those blank. I know I haven't. And then primary business address. So this is all public information. This is my business address. Business phone. Alternate business phone. Business email. If you have any questions whatsoever, right, about this application, please leave them in a comment below. If it's private, you don't want to, ask this question for all the world to see, you can go ahead and just email me here. Date business established. So this will be on your tax return if you file a, S Corp, C Corp, partnership. If you're a single member LLC that has to file a state return like the 568 in California, it'll be on there. You can also go to your Secretary of State website. So like California Secretary of State business search, right? New search. And this is going to be obviously whatever your state is, but mine is Alec Media, right? And I can see, okay, business start date, September 1st, 2018. Okay. Current ownership since same. That's the same date, right? In my case. Business activity, you're going to put whatever it is your business does. Now, just whatever looks closest to what you do. You might be able to look at your tax return for a hint, but honestly, you should probably know what your business does. Because I own a website, it's always kind of weird for me because my website is in the finance space, but I don't do financial services. I provide information. Anyway, detailed business activity. Yeah, this is asking for services again. Maybe like media. I don't think they do. Maybe communications. I'm not going to educational services. I'm not going to bore you with me figuring out what I should select, so I'm just going to do finance down the below. But look for what your thing is. So number of employees. Right. If you pay yourself a salary, let's say you're an S Corp, C Corp, you're on your own W-2 for that business. You'd include yourself here, and then you would also include any other employees you have on payroll. All right, individual, owner, agent. This is where you're just going to fill out your information. This is your personal information. You're going to select your title here from the drop down, right? In my case, it's owner. These C's are usually reserved for, if you're a larger organization, like a big corporation, but, most folks, owner. Ownership percent, in my case, it's 100%. I own all of my business. I'm obviously not going to put my real social here. This is an yes, and this is, well, that's a rental property I have. That's not where I actually live, so let's see. Oh, don't miss this one up here. Is your business owned by a business entity? No, I'm a person. I own it. Okay, so you got to select that or it won't let you move forward. Okay, in the past year, as a business, no, I haven't done anything criminal. Suspended or debarred from contracting with the federal government? No. You're subject to an indictment, arraignment? No, I haven't been arrested. None of that going on. And this is if someone assisted you in completing this application, right? Whether you pay a fee for the service or not, they got to enter the information there. And then if you want to be considered for that advance of up to $10,000, then you would select that. And then, of course, this is where you want the funds to go. So I use Radius Bank. And of course, I'm not going to tell you my real account number and routing number, but I do actually like Radius Bank. I use it for business and personal. Because they pay interest on their checking accounts, right? So my business checking account, I have a large balance, every month, and it's nice to just make a little bit of interest on that. My referral link is down in the description below if you want to check it out. But anyway, these are obviously not my real account and routing numbers. So if you try to do anything silly there, you're an idiot. All right, and then you gotta, click this box and certify that everything you've said here is true. Then you're going to click next. I'm not going to click next because this is a fake application. I'm not actually, doing this. So, yeah. So, hey, do you have any questions about the application? Please, let me know, and let me know below. And thanks for watching. All right. Good luck. It's a tough time for everyone right now. But I hope you get some assistance from the FBA. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.